Hey guys, we're going to keep going with our book Dragon Masters, Rise of the Earth Dragon. Alright, in this video, we're going to be working on chapters 5, Do Something, and 6, A New Friend. Okay, let's read. Chapter 5, Do Something. Okay, look at the picture. They're in a room that has a lot of shields on the wall and also a lot of weapons, long weapons, and a bunch of buckets or pails at the bottom. Oh, and look at that big straw circle target in the middle. A target is something you try to hit, like when you're shooting bow and arrow, you can hit a target. All right, let's read. The training room was one big open space. Shields and long poles hung from the walls. So remember, a shield is something that a knight would hold in front of them to stop a sword attack or other attacks. It will protect the knight. Okay, and the long poles there, a long pole could be a spear or other weapon. Okay, buckets held water and sand. At one end of the room was a round target. Straw stuffing poked out from the sides. You can see that target. It's made of straw, that yellow grass that farmers use to take care of their animals. All right, let's go to page 25. Griffith pointed at the target. Sparks flew from his finger, and a red bullseye showed up on the target. A red bullseye. That means the red circle, and then followed by a white circle, and then a red circle, and then a white circle, and then a red circle. That shows where you want to hit on a target. So he used his magic finger to make the bullseye. Okay, let's keep going. It's time for target practice, the wizard said. Me first, Rory called out. Vulcan, come. The red dragon stomped forward. Vulcan, fire! Rory yelled. The dragon's orange eyes glowed. Then 2 streams of fire shot from his nose. Wow. Okay, so a stream of something is when there's a long line that's not broken by anything. Like you can have a stream of water, a stream of fire, even a stream of smoke. Okay, let's keep going. The streams twisted together. The fire hit the bullseye. Perfect, Rory cheered. Then the straw burst into flames. Drake jumped back. Good aim, said Griffith. Bo, can you help put the fire out? Yes, said Bo. He looked at his dragon. Shoo, he said simply. He didn't yell like Rory. Shoo swiftly crossed the room. Did her feet even touch the ground? Wondered Drake. Water, please, Shoo, Bo said. A stream of water sprayed out of the blue dragon's mouth. A stream of water. Just like there was a stream of fire, there's a stream of water. Okay, so that must be a water dragon. Vulcan is a fire dragon, and Shoo is a water dragon. Okay, let's keep going. Whoosh. The fire sizzled. Water droplets danced in the air, lit up by the torches. Lit up by the torches. Remember, a torch was hanging on the wall. That's something that they used to light a dark place with fire. Okay, so the torch light from the fire was making the water droplets in the air shine. Okay, go to page 27. Khepri, rainbow time, Anna cried. Khepri glided across the room. Glided is a way of saying moved very smoothly. Glided across the room. Drake thought her white scales looked like jewels. Remember, jewels are kind of like diamonds or rubies or sapphires, those expensive stones, beautiful stones. A soft beam of light came out of Khepri's mouth. It grew wider and wider. When it hit the water droplets, it made a rainbow. Whoa, maybe Khepri is a light dragon or a rainbow dragon. Wow, Drake said. Isn't she amazing? Asked Bo. Anna smiled. Rory put her hands on her hips. Now let's see what Worm can do, she said. Drake felt nervous. He looked at Worm. Worm, are you ready? Drake asked. Worm stared back at him. I guess that means yes, thought Drake. Okay, Worm, fire! Drake jumped back in case fire came out of Worm's mouth, but Worm just lay there. Not all dragons can shoot fire, said Bo. Drake nodded. Right. Okay, Worm. Water! But Worm didn't shoot water. Ha! Rory laughed. I knew it. Worm can't do anything. Drake's cheeks grew hot with anger. Did that ever happen to you? His face got hot and his cheeks got hot when he got angry. When we get angry, our blood starts to move faster. Okay. He's just warming up, he said. Come on, Worm. Shoot light out of your mouth. Still nothing. You call that a dragon? Rory said. Please, Worm, Drake whispered to his dragon. Do something. Worm just blinked. Do not worry, Drake. Getting to know your dragon takes time, Griffith said. Target practice is over for today. Let's go eat. Bo grabbed Drake's elbow. I hope you're hungry, Drake. The Dragon Masters get as much food as we want, said Bo. Drake was hungry, so this news made him feel a little better. But he had failed the training. How can I be a Dragon Master if my dragon won't do anything I ask it to do? He thought. I'm only an onion farmer. I don't belong here. Wow, Drake is really feeling bad, and he is doubting himself. He doesn't think he can do it. Let's keep going. Chapter 6. A New Friend. Oh, look at the picture. They're all sitting at a long table with lots of food on it. And look what Griffiths is doing. He's using his finger to do magic again. Oh, what are those in the picture? Those kind of look like stones. You think they're eating stones? What else could they be? Maybe they could be potatoes. Well, let's find out. Let's read. There was so much food on the dining room table. Roast chicken, potatoes, carrots, bread, cheese. It was more food than Drake had seen in his life. Pass the potatoes, please, Drake said. Griffith pointed to the plate of potatoes. Sparks flew from his finger. That's what's going on in the picture. Griffith is passing Drake the potatoes with magic. Okay, let's go to page 31. As the plate floated over to Drake, he forgot all about wanting to go home. He stabbed a potato with his fork. Stab is when you take something sharp and poke it into something. So he used a fork to stab into the potato. Hey, look at the picture. Look at his fork. It only has 2 on it. It doesn't have 3. I guess their forks only have 2. Okay, let's keep going. Is every supper like this? Drake asked Bo. Bo nodded. Yes, there is always a great deal of good food, he said. But sometimes I miss my mother's soup. Is your home kingdom far away? Drake asked. Very far, said Bo. I come from the east, the kingdom of Emperor Song. Ah, so let's take a look at Bo and let's take a look at Drake. Do they look like the same kind of people that come from the same kind of place? Not really, right? They look like they come from different places. I think Drake kind of looks like a boy who might come from England or Europe. And Bo, he looks like a boy who might come from China or Japan or Korea or Taiwan. Okay, let's keep going. And I come from the south, added Anna. Ah, Anna is the girl with the black hair, and she has very, very dark skin. Kind of like people who live in very hot places. They have darker skin, right? And that's from the south. It's usually warmer in the south. Let's keep reading. The next sentence says, It is warm there, not cold and damp like it is here. Ah, damp. Damp means like the air is wet or something is a little bit wet. Okay, let's keep going. Well, I am proud to be from this kingdom, Rory said. My father is a blacksmith. He makes the best horseshoes in our village. Ah, a blacksmith. That is someone who works with metal. He makes the metal very hot, and then he takes a hammer and hits the hot metal very hard. And he makes the metal into different shapes, like swords, or shields, or things for building, or even horseshoes. Okay, let's keep going. Drake missed home. He turned to Griffith. Is there a way I can let my family know I'm okay? Drake asked. The wizard nodded. You may send them a note. He waved to one of the servants. Please bring this boy paper and a quill. Ah, look at the picture. A quill is something that they used to write before they had pens. A quill, they're using a feather as a quill here, so they put ink into the quill and they use it to write. Okay, let's keep going. A servant gave Drake paper, a small pot of ink, and a feather. Drake's cheeks turned red. What? Rory asked. Haven't you seen paper before? Drake looked down at his plate. I worked in the fields at home, he said. I never went to school. I know how to read, but we never had paper or quills, so I don't know how to write. Ah, Drake had his cheeks turn red because he was embarrassed. He was ashamed that he didn't know how to write. Let's keep going. Rory started to say something, but Griffith gave her a hard look. The hard look means, don't say that, be quiet, be nice. Bo picked up the quill. I will write the note for you, he said. Thanks, Drake said. Then he told Bo what to write. Dear Mother, I am safe, so please do not worry. Everything is new and exciting. The king is keeping me well fed. My new friend Bo helped me write this letter. Love, Drake. Drake did not say anything about dragons. He thought that might scare his mother. The servant took the note away. Drake yawned. So, where do we sleep? We have rooms in the tower, Bo said. You will be in my room. Drake smiled. Good. At least he had one new friend here. Suddenly, a soldier stomped into the room. All rise for King Roland the Bold, he said. That's the end of chapter 6, guys. Wow, that was a long couple of chapters. All right, see you on the next one.